Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Millie Goats. I'm AK. This is JBonez. This is episode 352, and football is dead because the Niners lost the 1 seed, and it was pretty miserable to watch, to be quite honest.
But if you follow us on social media, you'll know that I said that's a good thing. The winning streak had to end it in the regular season. Trust me, I know how that is. Additionally, teams with a bye can't get it started. So,
well, yes, but would have been nice to have the 49ers have the week off. Would have been nice to have them have the home field advantage.
hey, you still get the Super Bowl at home, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, but I feel like that was the road is infinitely harder for the 49ers at this point because they don't run the ball well. Right? I mean, let's be honest about that. Their defense isn't that great. So what do you need on the road to win championships? Run the football, play good defense. Is the 35 points a game sustainable? Clearly not against a really good defense.
Fred Warner, though.
Fred Warner, maybe. But
not next week, but next week
this rate.
They can make it through.
But Seahawks win. And let me just go on a little monologue here because that game was not on the defense. That game was not on Robert Saleh. Game was not on anybody other than, and I love Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan has a history in big games of trying to do what Kyle Shanahan does, which is try to continue to run his offense the way that he's run his offense at all times in history, and it ends up costing him big in huge spots. We've seen it in the Super Bowl. We've seen it in the NFC Championship. We've seen it in this game for the 1 seed where you're down pretty much 2 scores the entire game. Well, I guess in the first half, not really, but you were down 1 possession, and there's no creativity. I mean, obviously, they have no receivers that can separate. I mean, you got DeMarcus Robinson, Kendrick Bourne, and Juwan Jennings for crying out loud. CMC drops a pass that got tipped at the line from Purdy. The defense gave up that 3rd and 17. Seattle was running nickel and dime defense basically the entire time. They ran 0 base. So it's like they're inviting you to run the football, but you can't because they were just whooping your ass up front. But you did nothing to make the run game creative or to try to push the ball down the field or to try to move the pocket. You just said, we're just going to try to run it and sit back here and drop back and throw. And it's like they have 6 DBs on the field against receivers who aren't really man beaters, to be honest with you. So it was infuriating to watch. It looked like Seattle was way more prepared. And don't forget, like, McDonald's the dude who took Shanahan and Purdy and put them in a blender on was it Christmas Eve or Christmas Day 2 years ago?
Oh, or the Ravens.
Yes, when Purdy had 5 picks and that was the MVP game and all this stuff. I mean, let's not forget that McDonald and Shanahan has these dudes. Like it was Jim, or is it Schwartz? Schwartz for the longest time just absolutely ate Shanahan's offense alive. And he's done it again with the Browns. He didn't do it this most recent time, but there's some dudes that run defenses against Kyle Shanahan that absolutely give him fits. So I would say it's more Shanahan than it is anything else. Like everybody's going to look at Purdy and do that, but neither of the quarterbacks. I mean, Sam Darnold was pretty good. We had the fumble that they could have fallen on because Sam Darnold, that's what he does. He'll put the ball in harm's way every now and then. And, they didn't fall on the fumble there. And then you had the 3rd and 17 run. And it's just like, okay, that's when you knew it was over. It was like, okay, this is not happening. But
all right, a couple revisionist history questions for you.
Okay.
Do you regret going with Brock Purdy over Sam Darnold?
No.
Okay. Do you regret trading Deebo Samuel for a 5th round pick that you had to give up because of an accounting problem?
Nope.
No?
No. What is Deebo hasn't done diddly?
Well, you don't have a wide receiver. No,
but I mean, goodness gracious, you're playing for the 1 seed. We're in a rebuilding year. They had to get rid of all the guys that made all the runs the prior time. So if they can get to the playing for the 1 seed in the last week of the year with this ragtag, so that's what I'm saying. Pretty good.
Pretty wild. They usually have these cyclical down years, right? That's how you got Nick Bosa. That's how you got Trey Lance.
Mm-hmm.
This was supposed to be a down year when you start looking at all the injuries stacking up, and here you are in the last week of the year trying to play for a 1 seed. So
And then now he wants to have urgency and he gets our quarterback killed. We got Matt's here. Just tuned in. Oh, looks like we've got ourselves. Is that an Eagles? Is that a Jalen Hurts profile picture there?
God damn it.
Go ahead, JBonez.
Yeah. Going back to the Super Bowl.
The Warrior Inc. There you go. Here come the birds. Now, guess what? It's likely that the Niners are going to play the Eagles. You know that, right?
Well, we'll get into that, but
Mm-hmm.
unless the Eagles get the 2 seed, and
could happen.
And Dan Campbell
does he have one last?
The Bears.
Does he have one last hurrah?
Do the Bears really want to play the Packers?
Packers are resting people. We'll get to that.
Yes. Oh. Yes, but the Packers led the Bears for 120 minutes of regulation football.
Oh, you're right. If Romeo Dobbs catches a damn onside kick, we're having a whole different conversation here.
I think Ben Johnson can sell to the franchise like, great year. Maybe we lose to the 49ers. Great team, okay? But if they lose to the Packers in the first round of the playoffs, sky's falling.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And Dan Campbell's going to hire all the assistants back, try to make them an offensive coordinator, right?
Yes. Oh, if Mike McDonald gets fired, I mean, Detroit's going to fly the whatever private jet that is down there.
You think that's a fit? I saw the evolution of Mike McDaniel meme where it went from, where he started to the Miami Coke King, the glasses, the jumpsuit, everything, to Cleveland Browns head coach. Receding hairline and all. So I think, that's an enticing option.
Stefanski to either the Eagles or the Lions. He gets fired.
Bring Stefanski home. He's a Philly guy.
There you go.
We got
Pack fans. Pack fan from Iowa. We got 412 vibes here. He's a Pittsburgh fan. BMO's here. He says, "Go Steelers." And if you're new here, welcome to the show. That was me griping and complaining about the 49ers losing the 1 seed game. Seattle earned it. I mean, Seattle's good. It is going to come down to, can Sam Darnold not have that play or two in the game where he fumbles by stepping on his offensive lineman's foot or throws a high ball trying to make a throw on the run? It is going to be solely based on, can Sam Darnold not make the mistake? Because he did make it today. The 49ers just didn't capitalize. And that changed the trajectory. But the 49ers, the whole streak of being down, they're 1 and whatever, losing by more than 10 points in the first quarter or 7 points, whatever, the fourth quarter, whatever it is. It's only happened once. That was against the Packers. Sorry, Pack fan Iowa. But if you're new here, this is the NFL Week 18 Pick'em Show. Currently, we are dang it, I lost my picture there. 136 in the Pick'ems and 113, I think is what it is.
That's very good. Also, you have to consider, to be frank, people, Thanksgiving Sunday, Christmas Sunday, basically lost causes. All right, like those are our worst 2 weeks, and no one cared. No, you couldn't find an article to read last week going into those games, so it was about as blinding flies you could do, and we did all right.
We were 8-7.
All right.
So there you go, winning week. So we're 136 and 113 overall, and we got another week that we got to get to. Week 18 is going to be weird. We do have a cheat sheet that I found that updates us on who's playing for what, who is actually playing, so on and so forth. But first, we go back and we quickly recap Week 17, which you were saying, and I'm looking at these games, I'm like, holy cow, that was it seems like forever ago.
I know you flew the coop by yourself for most of that, and then I kind of slid in and
that's right.
Lightning round it. Yeah, it was a complete mess.
That's right, because it was B McCormick's here. Rumble's here. B McCormick
always here.
That's right. You're right. You were, you had I forget, Christmas was on a Thursday, so I'm looking at these games, I'm like, holy hell, like the Commanders and the Cowboys played like 14 days ago.
We should have been home dogs. Home dogs, divisional, day one stuff.
You remember I was reading off that stat where on the holiday games, the dogs were 7-0 against the spread.
Yeah. Mark that down.
Yes,
Where's
Thanksgiving.
BMO, put an alert in your phone to tell us on holidays to take the dogs.
Producer BMO. So yes, set an alarm. Thanksgiving, 2026. Dogsgiving. Anyways, we took the Cowboys. Stupid Jake Moody. Of course, he makes a field goal now. So the Cowboys didn't cover on Christmas. We took the Lions, but their souls have been sucked out of their bodies. They're done. The Vikings keep winning games for no. I mean, that was probably a spin zone to the Lions, being like, "Hey, Vikings, have a worse draft pick in your face." You know what I'm saying? And I don't think we ever gave a pick for the Chiefs. And
It was going to be the Broncos.
yeah,
that was stupid too. The Broncos don't beat anyone by two
no.
scores. It's Christmas fog. Christmas. Although, thank you, Sean Payton, for going for it on 4th and short with 2 minutes left, because then they got the rushing touchdown I needed for a parlay. So credit to the Broncos.
Shout out Sean, offensive coach Sean Payton.
Yeah, people forget. How funny is it, Payton? Big name in Denver, huh?
24 TS Media says, "Good evening, guys." And then conservative, what happened to the 49ers tonight?
Jeez.
Oh no.
Is he? If you're on YouTube, you can scroll back and get the full.
Yeah.
What's it called? The funeral.
Yeah, the eulogy.
Yeah.
Eulogy.
He gave a great one.
Look, I know what happened. The 49ers, Shanahan didn't come prepared. And first of all, they wore those stupid black uniforms. Everybody's like, "Oh, they're so cool." No.
They were awful.
Go back to the 94 uniforms where they win every game in, okay? So
I let you take the 49ers last week because you sold me on the fact that they were wearing those uniforms.
I was right.
It matters.
I was right.
Shout out Falcons tomorrow. Hey.
Oh, the red helmet Falcons jerseys are phenomenal. Oh, he's a 49ers fan. There you go. It's okay.
Misery.
There you go. Yep. Thank you for joining 24 TS. I'll tell you this right now. If you're listening to the podcast, by the way, we record in front of a live virtual audience, and so we'll have people chime in, and we'll shout them out, because guess what? We're all football fans here, and we're picking this thing. We're going through this thing together. So like, subscribe. We're on Apple, Spotify, all those things. Get the alerts. Do all that stuff. It helps us out a lot. We're seeing good numbers everywhere. I calculated it up. We're over 900,000. We're knocking on the door of 1 million views per month via shorts and downloads and so on and so forth. That's weird to say, but But 24 TS, it's Shanahan's fault, buddy. The defense, like JBonez said, the defense held them to 13. If you're a Shanahan-led team and your thing is offense, you've been scoring 35 points a game, and your defense holds the Seattle Seahawks to 13 points, you expect to win that game. It's on the offense. No other way to put it. We took the Texans to cover playing the Chargers. Boom. We nailed that one. We took the Ravens, beat the Packers. Nailed that one. Wishful thinking about the Panthers playing the Seahawks last week. The Panthers were awful.
Well, Seahawks look ahead spot. I mean,
yeah. Oh, yeah. It was actually fairly close for the majority of the game.
Brutal finish for the Panthers. The way they're just going to die out and still be potentially a playoff team.
Yes, somehow. But don't mess with the graphic, though. And there's also a side-by-side of Cam Newton that didn't fall on the fumble, and Bryce Young was trying to get the fumble. So, franchise quarterback.
I'll tell you what, the NFL saw college football, the debacle with their playoff teams, and went, hold my beer. Panthers could be a playoff team.
Oh, my gosh. You know that 5 times a losing record, team with a losing record has made the playoffs, and 3 of those
win.
5 times.
Marshawn Lynch, Skittles.
Yes, but 3 of the 5 times it's come out of the NFC South.
Oh, yeah. How about the Falcons?
No,
Falcons, you look at their stats. Bijan going off. Kyle Pitts finally working. The defense is pretty good. They getting what they need on the first round picks and all that. You would tell me, hey, these stats plus 9 and 8, you're a playoff team? Or 8-9, you're playing.
Yeah. TJ says, missed the game. Is Brock good? See, that's where people are going. Is it Brock Purdy's fault? See, this is a Cowboys fan here.
Well, now hold on one second.
This is a Cowboys fan.
I gotta pause you. I gotta hold you accountable. Okay. Because you have many times said that Brock Purdy is not a system quarterback. But when they lose, you don't blame Brock Purdy. You blame the system.
If he plays bad, I will tell you he plays bad. He didn't play bad.
I got him, guys.
He didn't play bad.
Threw an interception.
Right off of Christian McCaffrey's cold, dead fingers.
Right.
Hits him in the hands, even though it's tipped. He has enough velocity on the football to throw it right through that guy's hand.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe that elbow's flaring up.
I have no idea if he's
it was a stinger. They said stinger.
Oh, okay. Well, he got crushed. That last hit, he got crushed.
Potential sign of things to come in South Philly next week.
There you go. What's up, 24S Media? I got to go back and sub to yours then, buddy.
Oh man, scratch my back, I scratch yours. I'll subscribe to it too.
Let's do it. That's 2 for 1, man. We took the Bengals.
Never doubt.
Geniuses. Genius. We took the Browns.
Never doubt.
To beat the Steelers last week. We took the Jaguars to beat the Colts, and of course,
they did.
Philip Rivers wouldn't let it happen. Just wouldn't let it happen. I can't remember. Something funny happened in that game. I can't remember. Oh, it was. Oh gosh, it was something? Was it a pick six the guy got tackled at the 3? He got shoestring tacked. Philip Rivers threw a pick. Somebody made the tackle, grabbed his shoestring. And they didn't return the pick for a pick six, and Jaguars ended up kicking a field goal on that ensuing drive. And then they kicked another field goal late. But if he had the pick six from Philip Rivers, we would have covered, but he didn't.
So practically a win.
Yeah. Hosed. Then the Dolphins beat the Bucks because
no idea how. I don't know what Baker Mayfield's doing. He did it again today. It's going well for you. Just keep on keeping on, buddy. No, he forces an ugly interception.
Yep. Went bold and took the Jets minus 13 or plus 13.5.
Drake
Probably the worst pick,
game.
Worst pick of the year. I guess the worst pick of the year nominee. Worst pick.
Never doubt.
We come back. We take the Saints because the Saints are a wagon right now over the Titans. We came back. We took the Giants because tank off. I mean,
well, the Giants were in the same predicament a year ago. People forget and went and won and cost themselves some draft slots. But it all worked out. Raiders as dead as it gets.
Oh. There's nobody tanking harder than the Raiders. Eagles plus 2.5.
Never doubt. Outright.
Get it done. We took the Niners because they were wearing the 94 throwbacks. And then we took the Rams to beat the Falcons, but the Falcons will do that. That's Falcons football. Hey, we know you're talented, but you just can't be consistent. That's Falcons football.
You know what? Should have thought of this in the moment. But again, Christmas haze.
Yeah.
The Rams have the Falcons pick. So there's a double stick it to them.
Wow.
Falcons win. So the Rams could have done themselves a favor. They blew it.
Well,
that was pretty close too, isn't it? What was the real score? Go down. 34-27. And what did we say?
27-24.
Now go up one more. Niners.
42-38, 27-24.
Close.
We knew that the Chicago-San Francisco game was going to be high scoring. That was a no-brainer.
I said Caleb Williams has the drive just like the Packers. Just like the Packers, he blows it. What do you know?
Yep. So that was an 8-7 week. Another winning week.
It would have been an 8-8 week, but we'll take 8-7 if you just want to lie to people.
What was it?
Because we didn't pick the Broncos Chiefs, but that's really a loss.
Oh, well, I haven't been unless we said it.
Right.
I can't. There was no pick there, so I can't. There's no video record of us picking the Broncos or the Chiefs.
This is true.
So I can't. That's how I've been doing it. I'm like, if we didn't say or pick anything or have any, I don't count it as a loss because, if we did say it and we missed it, like the 49ers or the Panthers today, it'd be like, hey, that was a loss. We said one team, we didn't.
It just goes to show the integrity of the show. I admit we may have been thinking Broncos would have been wrong, but
I would have said Chiefs.
The system doesn't allow us. So therefore 8-7. Let's go.
Yeah, if we would have said Broncos, I would have said we would have lost. I don't have any problem admitting that. I don't have a problem getting up here and tell you the 49ers got their ass whooped. That's what you do. Shout out B. McCormick, K-Dot and first TD plus 2,000 today. That's a nice little.
Yeah.
It's a good way to start the new year.
That K-Dot had the most red zone targets without a touchdown.
All time, no, not wearing
due.
gloves or any wristbands or anything guy, too. He looks like a throwback football player out there. So, and now we turn our. Wait, I forgot to click the button here, by the way, but it's all over the social medias. Panthers were the pick. Panthers were the pick. Panthers were the pick. Then I came in here and he picked the Seahawks, and I clicked the 49ers button because I had to. I'm
Homer.
obligated. So 1-1 because the Panthers was the pick. Go look at any of our social medias. It's on there. We had the Panthers. That was my fault. Sometimes I forget to hit the button, and that's on me. So the Panthers-Bucks game, Panthers got hosed, by the way. Complete hose job.
Wild.
I mean, Bryce Young was pretty good. Dave Canales, you're an idiot for throwing a flea flicker when you have all the momentum. It looks like, it looks like the end of a baseball camp where you're doing the slip and slide to practice sliding in the bases out there. And this genius, after you're marching your way down the field, decides to call a flea flicker running routes that are 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. What are you doing?
Well, quite frankly, Todd Bowles ain't much smarter letting
No.
anyone get behind them in a 4th down situation when you're really just trying to milk as much clock as possible. So shout out to him.
Yeah, that you had the the offensive pass interference on Ted McMillan.
Stupid. Yep.
Just
You know what came across that game? All right, Dan Orlovsky obviously knows ball. Sounds very smart. He stunk though at playing quarterback. This Fernando Mendoza sounds really smart about ball. Is he a Dan Orlovsky situation?
I don't know.
Just saying.
Raiders. Fernando Mendoza. No, Dan Orlovsky knows how to work a microphone. Mendoza has no idea where the mic or the camera is. He just starts yelling about team.
No, Fernando Mendoza right now could replace Terry Bradshaw on the Fox show.
So the Panthers got hosed. I don't know why they called a flea flicker. They just and that offensive pass interference was trash. And then I think there was a defensive pass interference too. That was trash later. So it was the Panthers. Canales has got to be smarter than that. He's got to be smarter than calling a flea flicker. I'm sorry. So shout out to Sam Martin. Absolutely hammering balls in the monsoon.
We have to take them if they make the playoffs. I'm sorry.
Yes. Oh, I saved something. What was it?
It's going to be who? The Rams? Oh, great. Here we go. We've seen that one already. No chance Stafford goes back in and throws the interceptions, right?
That's right. Here you go. Here it is. Panthers plus 2.5. The refs tried their best, but we got there. Panthers are the first team ever to go 8-0 against the spread after a loss. Bucks in the regular season, on a 0-9 against the spread streak.
Sucking ears. Well, so does this count as a loss, and then therefore next week you take them against the spread?
Huh.
Right? This did break the cycle.
Tuck
Go back
that
to week
away.
7, it was win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. And they only win when they're underdogs.
So they lost. So does it count technically as a win if the Falcons win?
Right. They have a game next week.
Okay. I love it. I love the drama.
Debate.
24 TS Media wants to pick. Yeah. Buckle up because here we go. 1 o'clock. Dude, the 49ers. How do you give up 3rd and 17, dude? On a little toss play. Here we go. 1 o'clock. NFC South Championship, baby. The New Orleans Saints and the Shuccaneers, dude. Tyler Shuck, one of the hottest quarterbacks in the league. If they had won just one more game, this actually would be for them playing for the division title. They would have been 7-9. If they would have gotten to 8-9, they could have won the title. The Saints.
Are there any ugly losses on there, like the Jets, Falcons?
I don't know. You have to look at it. So the Saints are 2.5-point underdogs at Atlanta. Atlanta playing actually good ball. They at home, especially. They wear their sweet uniforms. They beat the Rams last week. Kyle Pitt, you said it earlier. Kyle Pitt's turned around. Their defense is actually playing pretty good ball.
I mean, they started 1-8.
The Saints?
Yeah. They lost week 1 to Arizona. There's your first ugly loss. San
There it is.
Francisco lost. Seattle lost. Reasonable. They got frisky against Buffalo. We lost that one. They beat the Giants. Shocker. New England lost. I mean, they had a tough schedule. Chicago lost. Tampa lost. LA lost. They literally played from weeks 2 through 10. If Carolina wins and gets in, 2 through 10, it's all playoff teams. And they went 2-8.
Shuck. Do we believe in Shuck? That's the that's the question. So
we may have. Here's the problem with the Saints. They're falling apart. They already lost Valet, running back.
Valet.
Chris Olave had a blood clot.
Oh, yeah.
So he's gone. He became like the default go-to guy. I think here. So here's a fun one for you. The Falcons are 53-78 the last 10 years when they're alive for the playoffs. However, once they're mathematically eliminated, that jumps to 12-4.
Yes.
Now, this is where it gets dicey. I think the Falcons win. However, if they win the game, they have a third place schedule and have to play the Chiefs, Rams, and Cowboys next season. They lose, they get the Raiders, Cardinals, and Giants. You could stick it to a division rival.
Kirk Cousins, though. This is a Kirk Cousins audition game.
God.
I think it's Falcons. He says the line has moved up to 3.5. I think it's Falcons.
All right, Falcons it is.
We're rooting for the Panthers.
And the uniforms, guys.
Yes. This game is going to be one of the most interesting games of the day tomorrow. It's phenomenal. So, all right.
Wait, are they not wearing the red helmets?
Are they not?
I don't think they are. I thought I saw they were. No, this says they're not. All right. Trouble. No, we'll keep the Falcons.
We need the Falcons. -2.5, especially if it's already moved. Okay. AFC North football. Another AFC North matchup. Divisional games all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. 4-12 Browns heading to the 6-10 Cincinnati Bengals. I don't know what the weather's supposed to be like in this game. The Browns are 7.5-point underdogs, and both of these teams are eliminated from playoffs. The over-under is 44.5. The Bengals destroy bad teams offensively. I think this is another game. Bengals at home. Joe Burrow cooking. We're going to have momentum going into next year game for them, right? Myles Garrett's going to break the sack record. We know that, but does it count?
Joe Burrow going to lay down for it? Pull a little Brett Favre?
Probably not. Probably not. So, Shedeur Sanders, bad defense. Can they keep it close? Can the Browns keep it close? I say no. I say the Bengals destroy them. What say you?
Final game of the Kevin Stefanski era goes back to the Eagles. Maybe. That's a lot of points for a divisional game. Where's that guy at 24? Where's 24 TS? Bengals.
He says Bengals.
Can't take the favorites every game, guys.
It's true. Where's the money say? Where are we at with the money? What are people doing?
I got 55, 63%. Bengals and nothing worth acting on.
What do you think?
You think the games take the points? I know all of them are divisional games. You can't take the points on, but it's like the Bengals are kind of like a dog doo-doo team too. They don't play very good defense.
But do you trust? Is Harold Fannin going to play? I don't know about that either. I mean, the Browns are down Quinshawn Judkins. They're down Fannin. They're like, we're asking Shedeur Sanders to go out there with Jerry Jeudy and I know the Bengals defense.
All right, Bengals it is. Bengals it is.
Okay.
Man of reason.
Bengals -7.5. We move to the AFC South, where the Colts are mathematically eliminated from playoffs. They still have their starters playing, according to my graphic. They could be the spoiler to the Texans, who are 10.5-point favorites at home, with one of the greatest defensive fronts we've ever seen in the modern era. Is C.J. Stroud good enough? The Colts' pass defense is so bad. I don't know if the Texans have enough. And they're starting Riley Leonard, probably because they didn't want to get Phillip Rivers destroyed.
Well, no, here I have an answer to that, because this week
Okay.
Phillip Rivers was quoted saying meaningless games aren't in his DNA. He goes back to say, like, the games you play as a kid are technically meaningless, but, they still mean something to you, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean Riley Leonard, meaningless games are in his DNA, therefore he can come in and lay down and take the loss? Texans can still win the South with a little bit of help.
They can.
Here's the Colts. Colts have Jonathan Taylor, who's right now 47 yards behind James Cook for the rushing title.
Huh.
Could be a feed JT kind of game. Texans by 3, and I know it's -10. So is he saying Colts?
He's saying take the Colts.
10.5.
The Texans, no matter what, just don't. Their offense isn't high powered enough to blow people out. I mean, I don't know what
we took the Texans. They threw 2 bombs, got up 14 points. That's it. See you later.
Yeah.
They had nothing else. They literally have. This is their playbook. It's this thick. You can get to the end. They go, take an E.
Yeah, but I don't think they're in. I mean, they know that their defense is going to absolutely suffocate people, so they don't have to do much.
They've also won 8 straight games. Take the loss. Colts
plus 10.5. I love it. More AFC magic. AFC South magic. More huge favorites in the AFC South. The Tennessee Titans in their 3-13 record, off of their loss to the Saints, they now get to travel to another team with a ferocious defense, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars are favored by 12.5 at home. The AFC South teams are so weird because everybody's now talking about Trevor Lawrence. They're anointing him again. This is his coming out party. This is where this and that. Travis Hunter's off the team. Or not off the team. He's hurt. Jacoby Myers, Travis Etienne. The defense is ferocious. Can't run on him. Can't throw on him. Turnovers. This, that. Liam Cohen. All that nonsense. Cam Ward's playing some pretty good football here recently.
Jags would be 9-0 since their bye week if they didn't have that historic collapse against the Texans with like a third-string quarterback, Davis Mills.
That's what the Jags have in their DNA. Like, they have that.
They won 25-3 a month ago in Tennessee. The Jags can still be playing for the 1 seed, okay?
Yes.
Things have to happen, obviously. But there's no world where they just come out and just drop their balls. Points, and get to a point where they can then be like, all right, we're done. Pull the starters. Like, it's 28-0. Good. We did our job. They don't have to play half. Still get the win. Do the Titans have enough to come back and get a backdoor cover? Probably not. Jags.
You think Jags?
Jaguars.
I love how these point spreads are outrageous.
Be brave.
24 TS Media says Jags. Okay. Now we move to the NFC North, where the 9-6-1 Packers are pretty much resting everyone, from what I've seen. They're resting their starters. And the Minnesota Vikings are eliminated from playoff contention, but can still get a winning record. J.J. McCarthy is back. I think Clayton Tune is playing for the Packers. Is this a spot where this is a J.J. McCarthy getting momentum in the next year game, isn't it?
100%.
Yeah.
Plus, Justin Jefferson Has 947 yards this year, so he needs 53 yards to get to 1,000. Pretty big deal. Additionally, 4 guys have caught a touchdown since November 2nd. In 2 months. Talk about going on top, feed your guy. I saw JJ had a stream for whatever he's doing. People were asking for JJ McCarthy. Sorry, Justin Jefferson had a stream asking for JJ McCarthy. Basically said, I'm not putting him to slaughter. So at least he respected him that much. No Diana Rossini chat about him wanting to get out and go play for a real quarterback. But if vibes are strong there, why not Vikings?
So weird. They'd be 9-8, but they're eliminated. It's crazy. They're a half game back of the Packers.
Yeah, they're the Notre Dame of the NFL, watching the Panthers get in.
Vikings -6.5.
Sure. Packers don't care.
No, they're resting everybody. So all right, now we come down. NFC East. Here we go. Dallas Cowboys eliminated. New York Giants in the middle of tanking.
Not doing that very well though. They came out to win last week.
Yeah, statement game for the Giants last week.
Statement game. Hire Mike Kafka. He'll get your boys ready even when it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I heard rumors of Mike McCarthy to go to the Giants.
I see that, yeah.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Cowboys.
I mean, Giants' job's kind of nice. You got a left tackle, you got a quarterback, you got a running back, you got an elite receiver potentially.
A massive
pass rush.
Ridiculous defensive front.
Another good draft pick coming up. They could get a Caleb Downs. Ooh, baby.
Yeah. I mean, it's an intriguing. The issue is you're in a division with the Eagles and Jaden Daniels and company, but
the Cowboys just seem like a team that never quit.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
hey, we're
the Cowboys. Are we taking the Giants or the Cow? I mean, I don't really even know what to say about the Cowboys. They're not
Cowboys. That's George Pickens got to go make some money for next year. Dak doesn't have he's like Phillip Rivers. He got to throw 300 yards and 4 touchdowns and just be thinking he won the Super Bowl yesterday.
Yeah. 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 I mean, it's he still thinks he's playing for the MVP.
Yeah. Which technically he is. Hasn't been decided yet.
Cowboys -4.5.
Love it.
Okay. All right. We move to the afternoon games. AFC East. The Jets, who I will never bet on again.
Uh-oh. Let me tell you what I think.
Okay. I said I. Doesn't say anything about we. The Jets are 3-13. They're on the road in Buffalo. Josh Allen is going to start. We don't know for how long. We don't know how
He's
long.
He's going to take one snap and
to keep his. I've started.
Stolen valor.
Stolen valor. He said, "Crybaby Cowboys." Agreed. But the Bills are 7.5-point favorites at home. Last game at the Ralph or New Year, whatever you want to call it, right? Yes, this is the last game in their stadium. This is it. This is their swan song. Are they going to let the Jets come in there and cover the spread? Do you think they're going to let them do that? You think the Jets are going to walk through that door, all the hollowed halls of Ralph Wilson Stadium or whatever the hell it is, New Era Stadium now, and cover the 7.5?
I'll tell you what.
No.
You look at the history of this rivalry.
I don't like where this is going.
The Bills beat the shit out of the Jets every week, every time. 30-10, 40-14. Well, here's a 23-20 in New York. Okay. There was a win in New York when Aaron Rodgers died and Sam Martin missed a tackle.
No, he was getting his hand warmer off his body. That's what he was doing.
Yeah. Damn it. So close. Mm-hmm. Well, otherwise, other things in Buffalo. I mean, there's an 8-point win in 2022, but that's enough to cover this time. You go back to 22.
The Jets have zero interest in winning this game, and Brady Cook stinks.
Oh, it's January 22. They won by 17. Mitchell Trubisky won by 10. The Jets did go into Buffalo in a meaningless game in 2019 and steal it 13-6.
Damn it. This game is meaningless for the Bills, obviously. They're resting most of their starters. What?
I like the Jets.
Let's do it. Let's do the
84%
Jets.
of the public's on the Bills.
How much?
84.
Jets. I'm back. Jets, Jets. Let's go.
Are they going to get an interception?
Oh, no. Look at this. B. McCormick says, you want to throw up a little bit? He goes, Cards, Raiders, Jets, money line. You sicko. Yep. 24 TS. He's with us. Let's go. Hey. I need to get one of those fireman's hats. Fireman, whatever, fireman Ed or whatever. God, dude, I'm sitting here watching this game. Highlights. I got the dad blame highlights of the Niners game on. I'm sitting there watching Kyle Shanahan. I'm like, call a better play, dude. Why do I even have this on?
Smile. I know. Put something good on.
I used to put
highlight reel of when the 49ers won the Super Bowl. That was recent, right?
Yep. 30 years ago.
Stan Humphries really made him look.
He just makes me so, like, he's so brilliant sometimes, right? He's so brilliant. But there's just some games when he gets up, like he knows he's up against a good coach, that he just wants to show them that his system works or his scheme works, and it just doesn't. And he's not urgent, and he doesn't make adjustments, and they keep trying to do the same damn thing, and it doesn't work. And then they're down by 13 points. It's like the same scenario all the time. So
what about Saleh to the Giants? He knows the facility well.
Right back in the same stadium.
Just across the hall.
Hilarious. Nice. Oh. Okay. To the NFC North we go. Where Dan Campbell and the Lions, not too long ago, was it 2021, where they went into Green Bay and Lambeau and ruined Aaron Rodgers' season or whatever it was. Now they get a chance.
Last time the Packers won the division. You know, they have the longest drought in the NFC North.
Oh, wow. Time is a flat circle, my friend. The Lions are back to playing spoiler to another team that looks like they're going to be sitting atop the division for quite some time. So
yeah, until the Lions poach all their offensive coordinator or offensive coaches.
So, yeah. The Lions are 2.5-point dogs on the road in Chicago. Do we think the Lions have the guts? This is a Dan Campbell special, isn't it?
Well, listen, Dan Campbell's heard for 2 weeks about how he misses Ben Johnson. He's trying to call the plays, which never made sense in the first place, but he's not doing a very good job. Perfect spot for him to pull out every last damn trick he has, get an ineligible lineman in there. Well, it did run up the score week 2, so potential Ben Johnson revenge spot. Bears are playing for the 2 seed, but do they want the 2 seed?
That's a good point. I know the Lions the Lions starters are playing. Like they're gonna go in there with their lunch pails and their hard hats and try to get this thing.
And here, all right, 2 fun facts. Caleb Williams is 270 yards away from 4,000. I think that's going to be a target of Ben Johnson's to go get that. So the Lions got to put up points if they want to continue to play. We took the Vikings already, right? Yes. The Vikings have the tiebreaker, so they will be the 3 seed if they win. Therefore, the Lions could win, try, and not affect their 4th place schedule in 2026. Or bite their kneecap, win one for the Gipper. I like the Lions.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. I'm with it.
Lions winning is also good for business for me, so.
Let's go Lions. You know, this game's going to be another one like the 49ers and the Bears. This thing's going to be, I don't know what the over is. Let me see. 50.5. Yes.
I agree. This is one I'd like to put in my Sunday ticket multi-view.
Yep. Yes, this will be a fun. 24 TS said they don't throw a deep ball. They have no receivers that can separate.
2 to tango.
What?
You need a receiver to go get one. All right, so who you drafted in the first round then? Because I think if you're not taking an offensive tackle, you're out of your mind.
They have to. They have to take a left tackle. They have to take some tackle. I would prefer them get another pass rusher, to be honest, because I can't go another year watching this defense not get to the quarterback.
Well, Nick Bosa will be back.
Yeah, but he's coming off an ACL, and that's just, I don't know.
Again, right?
Yes. So, but they can't, and, you know, they never throw a deep ball because the Seahawks know they run nickel and dime. They have 6 DBs on the field, 5 and 6 DBs on the field all the time. And they're not allowing anything deep because they know their front seven is just going to absolutely maul the 49ers. And they were in the backfield all night without having to blitz hardly at all. So McDonald knows what he's doing when he's drafting. He drafted that Eamon Warrior guy out of South Carolina. Same type of dude that he had with Kyle Hamilton in Baltimore, like a guy that he can put all over the place. Long rangey, safety looking dude, covers tight ends, plays the nickel well, all that stuff. So, anyways, Lions plus 2.5. Any chance I get a crap on the Bears, I'm there. Love it.
What's why you not like the Bears?
I just Caleb Williams infuriates me. Actually, it's not Caleb Williams. It's everybody in the sports media's constant wishy-washy takes on Caleb Williams about how they literally spent 2 years telling us he was a can't miss, slam dunk, and then as soon as the season starts, they're like, this guy doesn't have it, and now they're all back on this guy's a generational talent. So it's not him, it's everybody that talks about him that makes
Playoff
me
football's at a different speed. He's going to have a rude awakening next week.
Yes. Like the processing, the rolling right, running around. He still does that, but it's just he's too inaccurate. The reason they lost that game last week is because his accuracy was terrible when they needed him to be accurate. They could have won that game against the 49ers last week if he hits a couple of different guys without sailing it into the grandstands. That's just how he is. Anyways, AFC West. San Diego. No.
Oh, no.
I almost went San Diego Superchargers.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Chargers.
Veins here.
They are 12.5-point underdogs at the Broncos, and the Chargers are starting Trey Lance. The Broncos need this game because they have to win it to get the 1 seed. Does Jim Harbaugh have any old tricks up the old sleeve? Even though
I'll tell you who he has up his sleeve. Shout out 24 TS Media Clemson fan. DJ Uyunglele coming in there to take over for Trey Lance when he can't complete a pass.
One of my favorite storylines in football ever is that Jim Harbaugh took a busted 49ers quarterback who he had a horrible breakup with and tried to remediate him and bring him back to being a functional NFL quarterback. It's one of my favorite storylines that nobody really ever talks about, but I know that Jim Harbaugh wanted to do that because the way he and the 49ers ended. Jim Harbaugh's he holds grudges for sure.
All right, so if you want to talk storylines and narratives, let's talk about Justin Herbert and the fact that he's playing pretty good quarterback behind. Here, I'll tell you how good this offensive line is. These are final grades, right? And tomorrow doesn't count. So as of right now, ESPN has the Chargers pass block win rate, 32nd. Rushing block win rate, 31st. PFF pass blocking efficiency, 30th. And PFF run blocking efficiency, 32nd. Trey Lance, DJ Uyunglele, they ain't going to exist. They're going to get absolute smoke. The Broncos still playing for the 1 seed. They're not going to pull any punches. I know I said at the top of the show they don't beat anyone by 12.5, so we should probably just take the Chargers, but I think that's what the whole world's doing. They're at 71% right now.
On the Chargers?
Yeah, 12.5, yeah.
No. We're Bronco. Look, Broncos country, let's ride. There's how much? 75%?
71.
Oh, my Lord.
They have it all the way up to plus 14. They just keep moving the line up. Moving
Why?
The line up. I don't know. So we already said we're going to have to take the Panthers when they make the playoffs inevitably. Makes no sense, but we're doing it. The Bears are probably going to get smoked by the Packers in the first round. Or the 49ers. Whoever the Chargers play is going to absolutely feast on Justin Herbert in that game. So just be ready for next week's show.
Yes, we are still going to do a show, by the way. I don't know if this particular contest will be open, but I will find a contest.
Yeah, we just look at the lines. Friday, though.
Yes, we have to do it Friday.
Actual? Yeah.
24 TS. Anybody listening to the show, podcast, replay, we're going to do the show Friday because the game starts Saturday. And obviously, it does no good to do the show after the games have started, which we've missed half the games.
Chargers right now in the ESPN playoff machine are going to Jacksonville. which would be a hell of a revenge spot.
Yes. So Broncos 12.5. Okay, let's take that one. Now we move down to another AFC West battle. The Chiefs, for whatever reason, are 5.5-point favorites at the Raiders. We saw the Raiders last week get absolutely housed by the New York Giants in Las Vegas. There's rumors that Pete Carroll's done. It's a one-and-done thing, so on and so forth. The Chiefs, -5 and favored by 5.5 on the road. They're going with the Aludicon guy again. The Raiders don't want to win this game, do they?
No, absolutely not. The level of which that they went to sitting guys last week against the Giants out of fear of losing that number 1 pick, that is the whole world to them right now. Believing Fernando Mendoza could be the guy. They are doing everything they can to lose. They're not trying. Travis Kelce, final game.
Chiefs?
How about, remember everyone in September freaking out that Tom Brady was allowed to be like in production meetings?
Yes.
Guess those
Did that
secrets
give the
are getting
Raiders
back
any
to the,
competitive
Raiders.
advantage?
Unless he's just bluffing at being awful, getting all that smoke, putting those fires out. Then next year they get a real coach, real quarterback, stealing signs. If they do fire Pete Carroll, poor Michigan missed out on a potential national championship winning head coach.
That's
Guys
true.
called Pete Carroll, for crying out loud. Perfect Michigan man.
Michigan man. He could be whatever you want him to. B. McCormick says Dave Montgomery, 2 touchdowns tomorrow.
Okay.
I love it, B. McCormick. Where are we going with this? Are we going with Chiefs or going with Raiders?
Just Occam's razor. Play it.
Chiefs. That's what 24 TS says. He says Chiefs. Moving to the NFC West, where game actually does means the Rams are only favored by 7.5. Do we even need to break this down? This is a massacre.
Yeah, Cardinals aren't very good.
This is an absolute, because the Rams, I'm pretty sure from what I've seen, are playing their starters. They're coming off a terrible loss to the Falcons after they missed out on getting the 1 seed. They're out of the 1 seed row. Of course, every NFC team is now. But their feelings were hurt because they lost to Seattle that way, and then they go to Atlanta and they lose that game. Now they get the hapless.
Yeah, they need to take it out on someone.
This is going.
Patty's had a long day at work.
McVay. This is Rams 7.5 all day long.
This is head for the hills.
This is because
they're playing. You're right. They could win and be the 5th seed and be going to the NFC South.
Yeah, I mean
So what's that -7.5? Got it. Okay.
-7.5 for the Rams. Like there's really not. It doesn't matter who's playing or who's not. This is just the Cardinals have been in a free fall. They're losing to everybody. Who'd they lose to last? They got crushed.
Yeah, they got smoked by whoever they played last week. You had it.
The Bengals.
Yeah.
37-14.
Yeah, and it was gutless too. It was just awful. They didn't have any effort. It was just
terrible.
Miserable.
All right, we move to the AFC East. Back to the AFC East. The 7-9 Dolphins, the frisky Dolphins, man. Could they do it? Could they? Because the Broncos and the Patriots are going to be playing at the same time. So just dripping with dramatics. The 7-9 Dolphins off their win against who? The Bucks? The Fighting Quinn Ewers' Miami Dolphins starters are still playing. That's true. If this is a cold weather game, the Dolphins are dead.
Let's go to NFLweather.com at New England. 29 and clear. Ooh, shiver me timbers. Quinn Ewers. Columbus cold. He ran from that after 1 year.
Counterpoint. Quinn Ewers is a big hunter guy, supposedly. He likes to hunt. If you like deer hunting, typically you have to go where it's cold in the morning. So this is going to tell us one or two things about Quinn Ewers. Does he really like to hunt? And can he play football in the cold weather? Because if he can't play football in the cold weather, it tells me you don't like to hunt. You're a liar.
Drake May is playing for potential MVP votes here.
Yep.
For that reason, give me the Patriots.
Big numbers.
New England Patriots. That's my Randy Moss impression.
Yeah, Patriots still playing. I mean, 14-3, be pretty good. They have.
I wouldn't even put the Dolphins in a teaser.
No. Counterpoint, whenever I say that about the Dolphins, usually they win. But I don't think they're going to win because it's going to be cold. And I think the Patriots are going to – people don't think we've played a hard schedule. They're going to try to absolutely house the Dolphins.
I've been putting our picks into the playoff machine just to update you on a comment I made a few moments ago. The Bills would have the 6th seed against the Jags, which means those same Chargers with the dog doo-doo offensive line go to New England.
Houston?
New England.
They're going to – oh.
Harbaugh versus Vrabel. Harbaugh versus Vrabel. Oh my God.
I think of all the matchups, the Chargers want New England more than they want Jacksonville or Houston. I can guarantee you that.
Well, no, yeah.
I don't think the Chargers. Yeah, but the Chargers.
Well, no, they don't. They clearly say they don't care. They're going to take the loss.
Yeah, so they're saying they want to be the 7 seed so they can go to New England.
They want to go to New England. Maybe we're back on the Chargers, baby. First-time quarterbacks in the playoffs generally stink.
But, I mean, if you're the Chargers and your offensive line stinks that bad, stack up the defensive lines. The Patriots are the one that you would much rather play compared to Jacksonville and Houston.
How's old Milton Williams? Come back yet?
I don't know, but I'm just, Jim Harbaugh is
yeah, he's activated. They've missed him dearly.
Jim Harbaugh is a calculated dude. Good point. Patriots because the Dolphins hate cold weather. Oh, when did Miss Leslie get in here? There she goes. She was in here. Okay, move to the NFC East. Whoops, it's just flying through there. The Commanders at the Philadelphia Eagles. What say you here? Eagles are favored by 7.5, and the Eagles aren't playing their starters, are they?
Not playing their starters, although Josh Johnson game for the Commanders. So are they playing their starters? Embrace debate.
Yes.
They got a little frisky at the end of last game, which was 2 weeks ago, because there was a go for 2 situation. Just look at the numbers. I guess it made sense. Whatever. Dan Quinn was very upset about it. Some personal fouls.
Yeah.
So they may come for blood. The real life line is at 4.5. I think the value at plus 7.5 may be something I'm interested in. I do also think that there's a Tanner McKee get some sexy tape against a terrible defense situation to maximize his trade value in the offseason.
Matt Flynn situation.
Yeah, I think the Eagles can win. The Commanders are that bad, but let's take the 7.5 and just to level this thing. Are we taking so many damn favorites? Let's just get a dog in here.
Big favorites too.
Also, I think the Eagles are very public. 73%. Yeah, so I like those C words.
Terrible. Okay, then. So we got the Commanders plus 7.5 at Philly. Ooh, 24 TS says he's going Eagles. 7.5 is a lot, especially if the line right now is a 4.
They're kind of the Broncos at this point. They don't beat teams by a lot. Like either they slug it out and win, or they'll get up 24-0 and then really put it on park, and then the Commanders will score some flippy Rooski play with 2 seconds left to make it 24-17. Hey, they covered. Plus the line's 4.5. The line's come down. There's money coming in here to support this. I think we'll take the value. We're getting 3 points of value here.
Yeah, I was going to say
the Eagles in real life for this contest at 7.5. I gotta think that's the move.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm not saying that the Eagles are going to lose this game, but I'm saying if they're saying that they're giving us 3 points, we've done this before and it's worked out in our favor multiple times.
Also, let's fast forward and talk about the Philly toxic sports media. All right, either they play their starters and the Bears win, meaningless game, and then Saquon pulls a hammy. And they freaking out all week. How could you play the starters? Oh my God. Then the Bears lose. Why aren't you fighting for the 2 seed? So They're gonna have something to be bitch about. I think this is the most logical place.
I still think they win. The Eagles. I still think they win. I mean,
What they do
Josh,
last year, because they did the
I-
same thing last year where Saquon could have gone for the record, but he sat him. 20, 24, 4. Yeah.
because it's. Have you seen Josh Johnson play football? Like,
They won. They beat the Giants 2013 with their backups.
there you go. So but they only beat him by 7. So here we go. Shout out us. B. McCormick says Jalix Hunt for a sack plus 291.
Good value, but he's gonna be out there. I don't know. I guess someone has to be out there. You can only sit so many people. How about Ojomo, the guy they opted to draft late and develop and take over for Milton Williams because he became a free agent? In 17 games, he already exceeded all the stats that Milton Williams had left behind. So shout out to Howie Roseman for seeing something in Mr. Ojomo. That's the difference with these good teams. They have money. They could develop, they could scout, they could find a guy who has one good talent and exploit it and make him a machine on the line in certain situations. The Bengals can't do that. Sorry.
No. Nor can the Giants. Nor can the Raiders.
Can't do it.
Cowboys.
They've really turned on that Colts lady. You see that?
Really?
They were loving her when they were 7-1. She's down there in her headset, taking her little notes with her left-handed.
Got her skirt. Yeah.
Her
flat bill hat.
Yeah, she was the coolest. And then first round pick for Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner, by the way. Sauce Gardner has the first pick in next year's draft, not the Raiders, because he was 1-7 as a Jet.
Wow.
Now he came over. He's 1-7. So he's on the clock.
Dude, he's worse than the Raiders. Sauce Gardner worse than the Raiders. Confirmed. Sunday night game. AFC North. Winner gets in. 8:20 NBC. Chris Collinsworth going to be doing so much juggling between Aaron Rodgers.
Here's a guy.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you've ever seen this before. He's a quarterback and he's out running the defensive back down the sideline, Mike.
Oh gosh, we're gonna get to see his hands that are all weirdly colored and all that's when he gets cold, especially when he gets cold, he gets weird,
Still can't get pass rush out of his mouth without jumbling the letters. Pass rush. Pass rush for the Steelers.
What a guy. What a guy, Chris Collinsworth. Ravens 8-8, Steelers 9-7. Win. You're in. Aaron Rodgers 42. Legacy. Does he have anything left in the tank? Ravens, Lamar Jackson, he's back. Ravens favored by 3.5. TJ Watt, he's back. Cold night in Pittsburgh. What's going to happen? Are the Ravens going to act? I mean, this is a bulletproof plan. This is a coaching for your job game, maybe. Harbaugh might be out. Tomlin, never had a losing season.
Loser leaves town match. Love it.
Loser leaves town. I love that. Secondly, another loser leaves town. Does Aaron Rodgers, is he done after this if they don't win?
Oh, you think there's opportunities waiting for him next year?
There are opportunities. May not be in Pittsburgh. Lamar Jackson, speculation of that article said he might be traded or cut or released or so on and so forth. Are the Ravens going to be stupid and not give the ball to Derrick? There's nothing that would make me happier in this game than if he comes back and they don't run Derrick Henry and they lose the game. I would laugh so hysterically hard. It would be hilarious.
Turn the TikTok camera on real quick.
Okay. Let's go.
It's game of the week.
Game of the week.
It used to be easy. When you had the Ravens and Steelers, you say, hey, just take the points. Easy, free money. When the line's 3 or more, the underdog is 25, 24, 5, and 3. Tomlin, as an underdog in the series, 14, 4, and 2. Let's take the points, right? Maybe. What I want to do is paint a picture for you. It's January 4th, 1994 in Yulee, Florida. Baby boy is born by the name Derrick Henry. What do you know? Today, actually, January 4th. Old Derrick Henry's turning 32 years old. Okay? You're probably thinking, why does that matter? This is the third time Derrick Henry's played a football game on his birthday. 2019, he had 34 carries for 182 yards, touchdown, and he caught a ball for 22 yards. More recently, he actually played 2 years ago on his birthday, 20 carries, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns. You want to laugh if they don't hand the ball off to Derrick Henry, but we saw this exact same situation last year in the playoffs, an elimination game. Loser goes home, Steelers, Ravens, and what they do? They fed Lamar. They fed Derrick Henry. Run, run, run. Steelers had no answers. I don't know how they could keep up with a Derrick Henry touchdown machine offense in the absence of DK Metcalf, in the absence of Mount Washington. They don't have anyone to throw the ball to. Aaron Rodgers can't figure it out. The rushing attack has suffered. Ravens blowout. This is not the game that NBC thought they were getting. It's going to be ugly.
Ravens -3.5.
You got it.
Who gets the credit? Does Derrick Henry get the credit, or does Lamar get the credit?
Oh, it's a Derrick Henry. It's a Derrick Henry feast.
This is a
Lamar's probably still ouchy.
It's a perfect comeback for Lamar to be like, oh, he led his team to the playoffs, but he doesn't have to do much because he has Derrick Henry. Are the Ravens going to be smart enough to do what they need to do?
Yeah, absolutely. And then we're going to get the Texans and Ravens at 4:00 on Saturday, and it's going to be all over again. Exactly what you thought you'd see. Where's Derrick Henry? Where's he at? Because the Texans just have him in a phone booth.
Okay. Ravens, there you go. What are the scores for Commanders, Eagles? Give me one.
2013.
Birds. 2013. What about tomorrow night?
So last year in the playoffs, the score was. Watch Kettle isn't here. Come on. My internet browser just mysteriously cheated. Is it Bing? I'm binging things left and right now. Here we go.
24 TS.
28-14 last year in the playoffs. The Steelers, remember, stole one a month ago with that questionable ball in the end zone.
That was also a weird score, wasn't it? Like 22 to something.
Oh no. 24-10.
Really?
Yeah.
24-10.
You want to go 31-10?
No, I'm just shocked that it's going to be that much of a. Yeah, I mean, the Steelers lost to the Browns, for crying out loud.
They could not move the ball. Now, granted, were they worried about Myles Garrett taking precious TJ Watt's record? Maybe.
No, not according to Mike Tomlin.
Well, then they sucked. You had a fall guy for it. I say, yeah, probably focused on too much. I'm sorry, we're gonna get better. Like,
cost them a division, cost them playoffs, probably.
DK Metcalf punching a fan in the face cost them the season,
and he didn't even lose his money.
No, they guaranteed his contract. You're right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think of all the revenue they could have made with an extra playoff game, huh? Maybe DK Metcalf should do the right thing. B. McCormick says Montgomery and Henry double touchdown parlay.
What about Jahmyr Gibbs? They're just not going to give it to him? I think Campbell's been getting roasted for the last 2 weeks because they don't give them the ball enough. On Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Jahmyr Gibbs is so electric. Okay, the picks are saved. Let's go from the top. We started off 1-1. It's my fault. I should have done what I needed to do, but I couldn't click the Seahawks because I hate the Seahawks. 2-0, JBonez 2-0. We're a show of honor, though, and integrity. We're going to take the Falcons -2.5 hosting the Saints. We're going to take the Bengals -7.5 hosting the Browns. We're going to take the Colts +10.5 at Houston. We're going to take the Jags -12.5 hosting the Titans. We're going to take the Vikings -6.5 hosting the Packers. The Cowboys -4.5 at the Giants. The Jets +7.5 at the Bills. The Lions +2.5 at the Bears. Broncos -12.5 hosting the Chargers. Chiefs -5.5 at the Raiders. Rams -7.5 hosting the Cardinals. Patriots -11.5 hosting the Dolphins. Commanders +7.5 at the Eagles, and then the Ravens -3.5 at the Steelers. That is your 15-1 for the week. Book it. I have nothing else to say. I've said all my piece. I'm disgusted with the 49ers. However, it's supposed to be a rebuilding year, so people said
still got football to watch next week.
People said the Super Bowl. They said the Super Bowl window was closed, but not quite yet. Not quite yet.
How do you feel about going to Chicago?
I mean, I just watched this put, 42 up on Chicago. I'm not worried about Chicago.
San Francisco in sexy uniforms.
They need to wear those. They need to wear
you have a white version of the sexy uniform.
They need to. So, but all football. That's what I'm talking about. 24 TS. I got to subscribe to your channel after this. And if you want more of our stuff, more of our shorts and shenanigans that we make, videos throughout the week, check out our social medias: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Subscribe to the podcast. And we will be back next Friday to do a preview playoff show to pick more football games. So,
I hate to say it, but the path to the Super Bowl is so crystal clear for these Eagles.
Unless they get the Niners in round 1.
Round 1, it's the perfect time to get the Niners. Round 2, you got to worry about when they get Fred Warner back.
Or do they want to play harder to make sure they get Fred Warner back for round 2? Some are saying.
I'm just saying, if things play out the way we picked, the Eagles are hosting the Packers, which I love. Bears and Niners take care of themselves, whatever. And then, well, if the Niners win, they go back to get a revenge against Seattle, which is great. And LA comes to Philly in the cold. You've seen that movie before.
Mm-hmm.
Then, hey, maybe San Francisco gets their revenge. And they got to come back to Philly for the cold. Seen that movie before, too. Kill Brock Purdy again.
Brock Lesnar.
So then play out the AFC. All right. So LA beats the Patriots. Shocks the world.
Okay.
Bills, Jags.
It's hard to bet against Josh Allen. It's hard to take Trevor Lawrence over Josh Allen in the playoffs.
Houston, Baltimore. I think you go Houston.
Yes.
Great defense, choke artists. Okay. So in that situation, it's Chargers, Broncos. Chargers could beat the Broncos.
Yes.
Really shock the world. If the Bills can beat the Jags, then they have the Texans waiting for them, which kind of didn't go well the last time. Texans, Chargers, AFC Championship. Is this 2017 all over again?
Texans, Chargers. Love it.
They just played last week. Revenge spot for the Chargers. They know how to beat them now. Chargers, Eagles, Super Bowl, Eagles revenge. The 5-interception Jalen Hurts game repeat champions. That is
Chargers, Eagles, Chargers all the way from the 7th seed. SF49 says you can only bet player props in Cali. Well, then B. McCormick's got your double touchdown right here. Montgomery and Henry plus 578.
Remember
there you go,
when
SF.
Peyton Manning played a Super Bowl in New York, right?
Yes.
You lose that one? The one they lost to the Seahawks?
They got destroyed.
He got dressed in Eli Manning's locker, right? So I'm getting to something. The Rams go to the Super Bowl. Matt Stafford getting dressed in Brock Purdy's locker. Or Sam Darnold getting dressed in Brock Purdy's locker.
Oh my God, that'd be hilarious.
Or Sam Darnold getting dressed in Sam Darnold's old locker. I'll take this one over here, guys.
That would be funny. Oh, the narratives about that would be the videos. Oh my gosh, dude. He said he did the sidecast of the 49. Oh man, I'm sorry you had to sit through that on a live. I've been there, but I was there whenever they lost the Super Bowl. We got Drake May fan coming in here late.
You were there Sunday night. You were in front of the camera.
Watching
weathering that storm while Caleb Williams, and somehow the only time in the history of my life you were behind me. That's right. Every time we get on these things, you're always ahead of me by like seconds. Sometimes
I don't know what happens. Sometimes my box pauses for some reason. I don't know why, but it's weird.
There's one of the games on Netflix. I was like 30 minutes behind. I'm getting texts from people like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you did that." I'm like, "What? They just ran up the middle. What's he talking about?" And then
the worst.
2 commercials later, I'd see like some guy do a backflip and hurdle. I go, "Oh my God, you see that?
You guys see that?"
Netflix sucks. That was awful. Crystal clear picture. But like you
Good
leave the
score
room
bug.
and it like pauses. Yeah.
Who's y'all's favorite team? Right here, buddy. Wait. It's so weird. There it is.
I know it's impossible to figure out how to like put things in center.
There it is.
San
San Francisco. And he's Eagles. We're all NFC over here, man. We won't have to deal with you until later in a couple weeks, buddy. If you don't get upset by the Chargers, some are saying. Might have predicted that on the show.
2017 all over. Eagles beat Patriots in the Super Bowl. Brandon Graham forced an interception or forced a fumble on Drake May. Oh my god!
We have so many rematch and revenge games. You've already thought.
Always are.
It is. That's what you have to do. The playoff. Why else would you make the playoff predictor if you're not going to use it?
I mean, Chiefs, Eagles last year made a lot of sense. The year before, Chiefs, 49ers. Another like, hey, these teams are back at it. The year before, Chiefs, Eagles. All right. Andy Reid again. What was the year before? Chiefs, Broncos, or Chiefs, Niners again? Rams. Rams, Bengals is a weird one.
Yeah, that was weird.
Bucks, Chiefs, obviously.
Did I watch the game today? Yes.
There's a game
today? I did.
Oh, no.
I did watch the game. You know what? Let's talk about the game. I'm kidding. If you want to hear my thoughts on the game, go back to the beginning and listen to me cry and yell and scream about Kyle Shanahan about how you can score 3 points, the lowest they've scored since 2017, in a game where you're playing for the 1 seed and we're running 5-step drops against a defensive front that pressures 40% of the time, and we got no receivers that can beat man coverage. So let's be a little more creative next time. Maybe spin zone. He didn't want to show him all that stuff so he could beat him in the NFC Championship. There it is. There it is.
If I didn't know any better, I would think that this Drake May fan is Bart Simpson and you're Moe's Bar.
We got so many potential rematches this season. Seahawks versus Patriots. Patriots. There you go. See, he knows. Drake May, come back next Friday night when we do the playoff pick'em show because it is late. We got to go to bed. Or go check out the podcast. It'll be out in about 30 minutes.
You'll be back online tomorrow night.
We'll be back online tomorrow night, Sunday night, to yell more about the 49ers whenever I have to withstand another onslaught for the other 3 people, which I'm going to catch. And a lot of people like to see that. You know, my phone rings a lot.
Think J-Vi can get out of bed for it? Or is he still, got that loser flu from the Bills just last week?
He
doesn't help notice his absence.
He doesn't show whenever the Bills lose.
Mm.
So the Bills win, he'll be there. He said he got told he was biased toward the Seahawks. It's hard not to be whenever they were dominating the game. I mean, be objective. We can be objective. Doesn't mean I have to like it. But all right, ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
Cue the ice cream truck. Last full slate. Enjoy it, everybody. See you next Friday for the playoff pick'em show.
Hey, Rumble, what are we going to do about those Somalians?
Christian McCaffrey did his... Thanks, man. Thank you, 24. I'm going to subscribe to your show. Have a good night.